Okay. So this is the piece that I decided to critique. So this artwork is a small wire sculpture constructed entirely from like metal. It's like dark. And the figure that is depicted is a representation of like a human form. Um, but it's more specific, like a woman in a dress. The form is created using coiled and twisted wire that suggests like movement and structure with loops and spirals adding decorative elements. The base is made up of more coiled wire, giving the figure support while also serving as like a visual balance for the intricate top half. The artist has carefully used line and negative space, allowing light and shadow to interact with the sculpture. Um, and then from a formal standpoint, the artist uses a lot of repetition and rhythm through the consistent coiling of wire, especially in the skirt and chest and base. The balance of the piece leans towards symmetry, though there are like subtle asymmetrical elements in the arms and skirt and wire loops that make it feel dynamic rather than like static. There is an interesting contrast between the delicate and very expressive lines and the sturdiness of the twisted wire support. The medium itself, which is wire, um, allows the form to exist in three-dimensional while also referencing drawing. Since the line work mimics that of a sketch, this gives the sculpture like almost a whimsical quality. Um, so someone could definitely interpret this piece as like a study in femininity and form. The figure's exaggerated curves and stylized hourglass shape may be commenting on traditional ideas of beauty and fashion, or even like the constraints of gender roles, this by like the stiff cage like skirt structure. The spirals, especially around the chest and skirt, may represent movement or energy, and are suggestive of like a lively spirit and personality. There's a very playful quality to the sculpture as it's caught mid dance or twirl. Um, and overall, the piece is well crafted and expressive. The technical skill is there. It could use some um, adjustment, but that just comes with time. Um, you can definitely tell with like the consistency of the wire bends and the strong sense of form and the use of negative space, which it can be very effective in this sculpture. It definitely invites the viewer to look not just at like the sculpture itself, but through it, encouraging like the audience to interact with light and shadow. There is like some room for some refinement. The base could be more integrated into the concept of the piece. It kind of feels slightly more utilitarian than intentional in design. And still, the choice of material, the clearance of the form, and the emotional resonance make this what I think is a successful and thoughtful work of art. So, thank you very much.